Previously, we have completed till September. You all must be knowing it already. We have revised few questions which were quite important from the months of April, May, June, etc. And now we will be covering the October month of questions, 2024. So now, very first question of the day, what is it asking? See, the very first questions are of October month, and then we will be covering our past questions which were left. So, very first question of the day is asking us out, who has been recommended by the FSIB as the new MD and CEO of Punjab National Bank? Anyone? His name? What is the name? Rajesh Verma, Ashok Chandra, Shyam Prakash, Arun Singh, or option E, that is Atul Kumar Goyal. Okay, so Moglapa is saying B. And Vikas, Lakshmarayana, Anand. Okay, everyone has different options this time. What about others? Question is simple, straight, and important because it is something which is quite very recent, right? So what is it asking us out? It is simply asking you out that if we talk about FSIB, then who is being recommended as the new MD and CEO of Punjab National Bank, right? Sushmita and Pallavi. Sushmita is saying E. Pallavi is with option Ashok. Okay. So this time, my lovely friends, the correct option would be option B, that is Ashok Chandra. See, FSIB already has recommended Ashok Chandra, who is an executive director at Canara Bank. So previously he was working as the executive director where? At the Canara Bank. Now he will be working as the MD and CEO of Punjab National Bank. And this has been done after interviewing multiple candidates. It is not something of our cup of tea, which is. So here, what are we supposed to remember? Just the three informations are there which we have to go through. First is the decision maker, the person or the here organization is being concerned. So the organization which has recommended. So what is the name of that organization? That is FSIB. Position, designation, it is MD and CEO of Punjab National Bank. And who has been appointed? Ashok Chandra. Is this much clear? Now tell me a basic thing. What is the full form of FSIB? This question is quite straight, quite clear to everyone. But what is the full form of FSIB? Anyone? What is the full form of FSIB? Here we were talking about FSIB, right? So what is it? Is it something related to banking sector or what it is? Basically, giving you 5 seconds. Take your time. No issues. FSIB, friends, it stands for Financial Services Institutions. It's not institutional, right? It is Institutions Bureau. What is it? It is an autonomous body of the Government of India. When was it being established? It was being established on July 1, 2022. And if someone is going to ask you what are basic duties or the works FSIB do, so it first work is being mentioned here. That is the work of recommendation. Okay, recommending people for appointment as the non-executive chairperson or the whole-time director on the boards of financial services institution. That is the basic work of FSIB. Firstly, otherwise it works like it undergoes the work of advising, helping any institutions with fundraising process, etc. Okay. Okay. So now next question is asking, what is the primary role of FSIB? See, previously we were talking about the role of FSIB or like what is FSIB basically. So here it is asking what the primary role of FSIB. So we are having currently 5 options. Is it option A, that is managing financial assets of public sector banks? Option B, overseeing mergers of public sector banks? Option C, recommending appointments for key positions in public sector financial institutions? Option D, regulating interest rates for government banks, or option E, that is ensuring compliance with financial regulations. So 3 have answered, that is Lakshmarayana, Mogulappa and Pallavi, and everyone is saying the correct option is going to be option C. So is there anyone else who is having any idea? What should it be? Option A, B, C, D or E? Anyone? Take your time, have 10 seconds. Previously, the question was not, that favorable, you can say, or like that sort of static question it was. But yeah, here it is asking you are the primary loan. Till time you are not having any idea what is FSIB, how are you supposed to answer it out? So this time, okay, Kirti is also with option C, Santosh option C. So this time the correct option is option C, which is widely chosen one. That is recommending appointments for key positions in public sector financial institutions. See, FSIB was established to recommend candidates for senior roles. Like we just discussed it out as the role of full-time directors and non-executive chairpersons in public sector banks, insurers, financial institutions, etc. What is it? It is an autonomous body which replaced former Banks Board Bureau. Do remember this thing. This is important. If someone in person is going to ask you the name of that organization that has replaced BBB. What is BBB? It is the Banks Board Bureau. So it is FSIB. That is Financial Services Institutions Bureau. Next question is asking you out, what is the primary role of PB financial account aggregators under its new RBI license? Is it lending to MSMEs, consolidating customer financial data, providing insurance services, accepting public deposits, or option E, that is managing stock exchange trades? So what is this question asking us out? This is asking you the primary role of PB financial account aggregators under its new RBI license. So is it option A, B, C, D, or E? Okay, so for this particular question, the correct answer, Kirti, is also with option B. The correct answer is option B. That is, what is it? It is consolidating customer financial data. See, as an account aggregator, these PB financial account aggregators what will they do? First of all, they will consolidate, and secondly, they will manage customer financial data. And of course, everything which is being done is being kept in mind to help the clients to access a centralized view of their financial information. So as the clients are going to get a centralized view of their financial information, their statements, that is the reason these two things, first is the process of consolidation and second is the process of management of these customer financial data, is the primary role of PB financial account aggregators. Okay. Now, next question is asking us out, why has the RBI advised NBFCs to maintain at least 25% of their borrowings from the capital market? So question is simply asking you out now, this is an important question, that the reason why RBI has advised NBFCs to maintain minimum of or like at least of 25% of their borrowings from the capital market. So is it to increase competition in the banking sector, to reduce NBFC's dependency on bank loans and promote funding diversity, to ensure compliance with international financial standards, to lower interest rates for NBFCs, or option E, that is to prevent NBFCs from issuing commercial papers and any sort of debentures? So are we going to go with option A, B, C, D, or E? The correct answer would be option B. That is, the RBI's directive is intended to reduce NBFC's reliance on bank loans. Why and how? First is by diversifying their borrowing base through capital market instruments, thereby promoting financial stability.